4 years ago, Elon Musk unveiled the Cybertruck. Its cutting-edge design and impressive specification had everyone talking. However, due to its conventional approach to traditional pickup truck, many believe it might only exist as a concept car. Fast forward to December 2023 and Tesla has finally started delivering their electric beast. Today, we are going to do the engineering analysis of Cybertruck and why it could be the best pickup truck. From its exoskeleton chassis and the aerodynamic body to its powerful motors, battery capacity and 48-volt architecture, we will understand everything. Also, we will learn about the suspension systems and steering mechanism, ensuring you have the complete understanding of Cybertruck's engineering capability. So without spending much time, let's start now. Let's start with the most discussed question. Is Cybertruck equipped with an exoskeleton body? In my opinion, the answer would be no. It's more like a unibody structure, or I will call it unibody with exoskeleton elements. The reason is simple. Here we are having a normal car structure with the inside frame and outside skin. The primary load bearer is the inside frame and the outside thin skin is just for support and act as a cover for the inside frame. A true exoskeleton design is the one in which the primary load bearer is the outside skin, and if we remove the outside skin, the internal structure will fall. It's like an insect with a shell. If we remove the outside shell, we will be left with soft skin inside. Here, Cybertruck is called partial exoskeleton because outside we have thick and strong stainless steel shell which provides an exceptional strength and rigidity similar to an exoskeleton. But even without this outside skin, the internal structure is able to support all the components such as car seats, tires, suspensions, steering, etc. And this usually happens in a unibody car design. That's why the Cybertruck structure is unibody with exoskeleton elements. Now, the Cybertruck unibody structure is not just about design. They have used different materials to achieve remarkable strength and performance. The breakdown of the key materials are as follows. Number 1 is the cold-rolled stainless steel. This forms the primary outer skin of the unibody, helping the vehicle to achieve the exceptional strength and properties like corrosion resistance and dent resilience. They are using 300 series of austenitic stainless steel, which undergoes cold rolling during manufacturing process. This process transforms some austenite into martensite, which is harder and stronger form of steel. Therefore, Cybertruck unibody consists a mix of austenite and martensite. Number 2 is the aluminium. They have used aluminium casting for front and rear, which they call as a giga casting or mega casting. These castings offer a high strength to weight ratio, contributing to overall weight reduction and improved in efficiency. They have also used some high strength steel alloys in certain critical structure elements like A pillar and B pillar of Cybertruck. Now we are all aware about the traditional design of pickup truck. They all have the rounded curves along their body. But here we have the Cybertruck with a design popularly known as origami inspired exoskeleton. This origami design with its strong cold rolled stainless steel increases the strength and allows the body to withstand a serious abuse like these.
Clear.
This design also reduces the weight and improves the efficiency. Now, manufacturing this outer skeleton looks simple, but bending these thick sheets at such a sharp angle without tearing is a challenge. Traditional bending techniques like stamping and forming are not effective for thick and strong stainless steel, which is used in Cybertruck. So, Tesla engineers developed a new approach called press hardening with gas assist. This method uses a combination of high pressure gas to form a stainless steel panels into a desired shape. The gas acts as a cushion, allowing the material to deform more evenly and avoid cracking or tearing. This design allowed Cybertruck to achieve a drag coefficient of 0.34, which is less than most of the traditional pickup trucks and falls somewhere between the drag coefficients of sports car. Here we are having a traditional pickup truck. As air flows over it, you can see these are the points where layer separation occurs, creating an empty space at back and increasing the air drag. Now, in Tesla Cybertruck, the front angle and the rear tail angle are designed in such a way so that it prevents flow separation at the back. Additionally, the sharp edges on the sides create vortices, which reduces the chances of flow separation at high speeds. As there is less flow separation at the back, it reduces the pressure difference between front and rear of the car, which leads to reduction in drag. It may seem that the flat zone in the front would only create a high pressure zone, but it actually helps in diverting the air to the sides and wheel fenders. Also, this creates a high pressure region at the front and a low pressure region at the bottom due to high speed air, increasing the overall downforce. The car has the adaptive air suspensions which can be used to adjust the ride height and further reduce the amount of air going beneath the car and supporting the overall downforce. From here we are on the next component, that is the adaptive air suspensions. Cybertruck uses adaptive air suspension system. This system utilizes air spring instead of metal coil spring, which allows dynamic adjustment of ride height and stiffness. This helps in smoother ride on rough terrain and improve handling on the paved roads. The key features for Cybertruck suspension are: number 1 is the adaptive ride height. The air suspension can raise the truck by 17 inches, which is ideal for tackling obstacles on off-road adventure. Similarly, it can lower the truck by 4 inches with easier entry and exit and improve the aerodynamics of vehicle. Number 2 is the variable stiffness. This system can adjust the stiffness of air spring based on the driving conditions. This allows a comfortable ride on rough road and sporty handling on the smooth surfaces. Number 3 is the self-leveling. The air suspension maintains the ride height regardless of the load in the truck bed. So, using an adaptive air suspension in Cybertruck has improved off-road capability, enhanced the on-road handling, and gives much more comfortable ride compared to a traditional pickup truck. So, if you want to learn more about air suspensions, I have recently made a video on that. You can check that video from the description or from the I button above. Traditional steering system has a physical connection between steering wheel and steering rack, typically a mechanical column or a linkage. This mechanical linkage introduces delays and imperfection in translating the driver input to the wheels. Mechanical components also face friction and wear over time, leading to decreased in performance and potential maintenance issue. Additionally, steering column, linkage system, and other parts add significant weight, reducing the efficiency and performance of the vehicle. Also, in traditional steering wheel, we have fixed gear ratio between steering wheel and tires, which limits the steering response. So, instead of traditional steering system, Cybertruck uses steer-by-wire, which eliminates the mechanical connection between steering wheel and steering rack. The front steering has 2 motors and the rear has a single motor, making the Cybertruck a 4-wheel steering vehicle. Here, sensors are integrated into steering wheel along with the motor for force feedback, which provides precise control and feedback to the driver. The yoke-shaped steering wheel used in Cybertruck offers a maximum turning angle of 170 degrees, meaning you can achieve 17.5 foot of turning radius with less than half turn. As you turn the steering wheel, sensors capture the vehicle speed and steering turning angle. This data is then transferred to the motor on steering rack, which adjusts the wheel angle according to the driving conditions. At low speeds, steering wheel rotation makes a larger wheel turn for tighter turning radius. On the other hand, at high speeds, small steering wheel movement provides an optimal wheel turn for quick and controlled lane changes. Also, the rear wheel steering at low speed turn the rear wheel in the opposite direction of the front wheel, which reduces the turning radius. Similarly, at high speed, the rear wheels turns in the same direction of the front wheel, enhancing the stability and quick lane changes. Now let's talk about the powertrain and performance of Cybertruck. You can currently get your Cybertruck in 2 variants. Number 1 is the dual motor all-wheel drive version, and number 2 is the tri-motor version, which they call as a Cyber Beast. Both of these configuration uses a new 800 volt electric motor. The dual motor version uses a permanent magnet motor on the front axle with a maximum output of 303 horsepower and the induction motor at the rear axle with a maximum output of 297 horsepower. This gives the total power output of 600 horsepower. Now, the tri-motor version Cyber Beast has a second induction motor on rear axle, offering a maximum combined output of 845 horsepower in Beast mode, where the front motor has 276 horsepower and each rear motor has 284 horsepower. If we talk about the speed, the dual motor configuration can go from 0 to 96 km per hour in 4.1 seconds with a top speed of 180 km per hour, and the Cyber Beast can go from 0 to 96 km per hour in 2.6 seconds with a maximum speed of 209 km per hour. Tesla claims an estimated range of 547 km with dual motor configuration and 515 km with tri-motor configuration, which can be extended to 720 plus km with a range extender battery. The Cybertruck uses a battery capacity of 123 kWh, 816 volt, 150 Ah, which utilizes 4680 battery cells for higher energy density and efficiency. For decades, 12-volt system was standard in automotive electronics, but now Cybertruck has introduced a 48-volt architecture. This shift from 12-volt to 48-volt has several advantages, including reduced weight, improved performance, and increase in efficiency. So how this high voltage leads to a lighter car? Let's imagine 2 wires, one thick and one thin. The relationship between the current and wire diameter is given by this formula. Here, I is the current, J is the current density, and A is the cross-sectional area of the wire. This formula means as the wire diameter increases, cross-sectional area will increase and the wire can handle more current. For a fixed power, if we increase the voltage, we can reduce the current proportionally, which is given by this formula. Power equals to voltage multiplied by current. Therefore, increasing the voltage from 12 volt to 48 volt allows us to achieve the same power with 1/4 of current requirement. So, as the current decreases, we can use a thinner wire for same power with high voltage, saving weight in this process. The weight reduction in 48 volt architecture directly contributes to improved efficiency. A lighter car requires less energy to move, resulting in greater range and lower fuel consumption. So till now, we have talked about all the major components of Cybertruck. Now, as we all know, this is a pickup truck. So what actually is the loading and towing capacity of the truck? Cybertruck has 6 feet by 4 feet of rear bed, which is perfect for fitting plywood, lumber and even a couch. It has a payload capacity of 2500 pounds or 1134 kg, which shows it is capable of handling big loads. It also has a front trunk for groceries, tools or even a picnic basket, plus a hidden compartment under the bed and a roof rack for bicycles and kayaks. Now let's talk about the pulling power. The Cybertruck dual motor are strong enough to pull 10,000 pounds, that is 4,536 kg, and for the tri-motor Cyber Beast, it can pull around 14,000 pounds, that is 6,350 kg. So this is all about Cybertruck. This much for this video. Thanks for watching. If you find the video useful, do like it, share it with your friends and colleagues. If you want to learn more about vehicle dynamics and automobile, you can check my blogs on that. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring.